Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something really fundamental to how we live, how we feel, a clean environment.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's always there, or should be.
Yeah,
But you don't always consciously think about it until it's, well, not clean. The impact is huge.
exactly. Let's try a quick thought experiment for everyone listening. Picture yourself maybe in a park, really clean park. Sunlight, clean air, you can hear birds, maybe a stream nearby. No litter anywhere, just, nature.
Hmm.
Take a second. How does that make you feel?
I'd guess peaceful,
Hmm.
probably refreshed, maybe even a little healthier just being there. Our bodies, our minds, they really respond well to environments like that. Unpolluted spaces.
Okay, now flip it. Imagine a noisy street. Air feels thick, maybe smells like exhaust,
Mm.
bins overflowing, litter on the pavement, maybe some dirty water pooled somewhere.
Yeah.
What feelings come up then?
Oh, definitely different. Unease, for sure. Maybe tired, stressed, a bit overwhelmed. It's like your system is saying, warning, this isn't good.
Right. And that massive difference, that contrast, that's really what we're digging into today. It's not just about things looking nice. We want to explore why a clean environment is so essential for a good life. It touches everything.
Absolutely everything. Our health, our mood, the whole planet, really. When we talk about a good life, it's about thriving, not just surviving.
So let's start with the most obvious connection, our physical health. It seems straightforward, but the link is deeper than people might think.
It really is. Take air quality. The sources we looked at show a really clear connection between air pollution, especially those tiny particles you can't even see, and things like asthma, lung problems.
Right, the respiratory stuff.
Yes, but it goes beyond that.
Mm.
Also increased risks for heart problems, cardiovascular issues. It's systemic. It's not just your lungs reacting immediately.
That's a key point. It's not just about struggling to breathe right now.
Yeah.
And what about water? That's just as basic.
Absolutely fundamental. Clean water is, well, life. Our sources really detail how contaminated water spreads disease like wildfire. We're talking harmful bacteria, viruses, parasites, things causing stomach issues, dehydration, worse.
Like E. coli or things like that?
Exactly. E. coli is a good example. That pops up where sanitation is good, maybe runoff gets into the water supply, it makes people really sick.
So pollution isn't just an eyesore. It's actively harmful. It's making us ill.
Precisely. And something our research really highlights is that these dangers don't hit everyone equally. Young kids, older adults, people with existing health conditions, their bodies often can't fight off the effects as well. So keeping the environment clean isn't a nice to have. It's basic public health. Survival, really.
Which leads perfectly into the next area, our mood, our mental state. Because we've all felt it, haven't we? The difference between spending a day outside in nature versus, say, stuck in traffic breathing fumes.
Oh, completely. There's a lot of research on this now. Being in clean, natural spaces is consistently linked with lower stress levels, feeling happier, more relaxed.
Why is that, do we know?
Well, the studies we reviewed explore a few things. One idea is it actually lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. Your body physically calms down. Plus, nature often provides gentle fascination, which rests the mind compared to, like, a demanding urban environment. It's physiological as much as psychological.
And the reverse is also true then. Being in dirty, polluted places drags us down mentally.
It seems so. Our sources suggest that constant exposure to pollution, dirt, and disorder can genuinely contribute to feeling tired, irritable, even finding it hard to focus.
Like a constant low-level drain.
Exactly. That kind of unpleasant background noise for your senses and your mind. A clean space offers calm, order. It helps create a healthier internal state, so the outside world really does reflect and influence our inner world.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit now, because it's not just about us humans, is it? This need for a clean environment applies to, well, everything else living on the planet, too.
Not at all, yeah. It's crucial for everything. The sources really hammer this home. Think about polluted rivers or oceans. That directly kills fish, seabirds, marine mammals. It disrupts entire food webs.
And cutting down forests.
Deforestation, yeah, another big one.
Yeah.
That's direct habitat destruction.
Yeah.
Animals lose their homes, their food sources. It pushes species towards extinction. It's all interconnected.
It really is a web. Damaging one part inevitably affects others.
Precisely. And ultimately, it circles back to us. When we damage nature, we damage the systems that support us too. Clean air, clean water, fertile soil. So caring for the planet isn't just like an abstract ethical thing.
Yeah.
It's about our own long-term survival and well-being. Which brings us to the important part.
What can we actually do? It can feel overwhelming, but the sources we looked at had some very practical suggestions, things individuals can do.
Yes, moving from understanding to action. Let's start with waste. Seems simple, but it's huge.
Just don't litter.
Basically, yes, proper disposal is key. The research stresses never leaving trash in parks, forests, beaches, anywhere public. Even small things like cigarette butts or food wrappers, they add up. They leach chemicals, harm wildlife.
Okay, so manage our own trash properly. What about resources, like water?
Water conservation. Again, small habits make a massive difference collectively. Things like turning off the tap when you brush your teeth or soap up dishes, shorter showers. Just being mindful of how much you're using is becoming such a critical issue in many places.
Makes sense. And transportation came up too, right? How we get around.
Yeah, that's a big one for air quality. The sources advocate for, walking or cycling when you can, especially for shorter trips. Fewer cars means less exhaust, less pollution, less greenhouse gas. Good for the air, good for your health too, usually.
Two birds with one stone, kind of.
Pretty much. And finally, something really positive. Trees.
Planting trees?
Exactly. Reforestation or even just planting trees in your community or garden if you can. Trees are amazing. They literally clean the air by absorbing CO2. They provide shade, cool things down, create homes for animals. It's a really powerful action.
And the message seems to be that all these little things, if enough of us do them,
They add up. They really do. It's easy to think, what difference can I make? But millions of people making small changes, that creates significant positive pressure. It shifts the needle on planetary health.
it puts the power back in our hands to some extent. It's not just waiting for someone else to fix it. Our choices ripple outwards.
Absolutely. It empowers individuals and communities.
Well, this has been really clarifying. This deep dive definitely shows that a clean environment isn't just nice, it's absolutely necessary for our bodies, our minds, and for the planet we share.
And it's an ongoing relationship, isn't it? Not a one-time fix. The choices we make every day continue to shape the world we leave behind. It requires constant attention.
That's a really potent thought to end on. Maybe take a moment to consider that the ongoing echo of your daily choices. Are there maybe other small shifts you could make? Something to think about beyond today's discussion. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.